Every week, men over 50 are unknowingly creating one of the most concentrated sources of toxic compounds in their kitchen. Not by eating the wrong things, by reheating the right things the wrong way. There are 4 foods that undergo documented, peer-reviewed chemical transformations when they are stored and then reheated. These are chemical transformations that are completely invisible. You cannot see them, you cannot smell them, and by the time you feel them, the damage has already been done. Before I go any further, comment Reheat below right now and I will send you the complete guide for all 4 foods, the specific rules for each one, and what to do instead. I will remind you again at the halfway point, but lock it in now. Here's the structure of this video. The first 2 foods are the ones most men encounter every single day without a second thought. The last 2 are the ones that will genuinely surprise you because they involve foods your doctor probably told you to eat more of. Stick with me through all 4 because the 4th one directly affects every man over 50 who has ever been told his cholesterol numbers need work. Food number 1, rice and starchy leftovers, pasta, potatoes, and cooked grains. This is the most important and least understood food safety issue in most men's kitchens. Here is what happens. When rice is cooked, the heat kills surface bacteria, but does not kill the spores of a bacterium called Bacillus cereus. These spores are heat resistant by design. They survive the initial cooking process, and they sit dormant in your rice waiting for the right conditions to activate. Those conditions are food left at room temperature for more than 1 hour. When cooked rice sits on a counter cooling down for more than 60 minutes, the spores germinate, multiply, and produce a toxin called cereulide. Cereulide is not a typical bacterial toxin. It is heat stable up to 121 degrees Celsius, well above the boiling point of water. When you reheat that rice the next day, you are killing the bacteria. But the toxin they produced overnight survives your microwave completely intact. The CDC recorded 619 confirmed bacillus-related poisoning outbreaks between 1998 and 2015, involving 7,385 illnesses in the United States alone. Those are only the cases that were tracked. The potatoes, the pasta, and the leftover grain bowls sitting in your refrigerator from Tuesday are subject to the exact same mechanism. The carbohydrate-rich environment is ideal for Bacillus cereus. The rule is simple and non-negotiable. Cook rice and starchy foods fresh whenever possible. If you are storing leftovers, cool them within 1 hour of cooking and spread them out in a shallow container so they cool fast. And refrigerate immediately. Consume within 24 hours. Never leave starchy cooked food at room temperature for more than 1 hour. That is the window where the problem begins. Food number 2, reheated cooking oils. This one is relevant to any man over 50 who is cooking with vegetable oils, seed oils, or even certain plant-based oils at high temperature, and either reusing the oil or reheating food that was cooked in it. A July 2025 peer-reviewed paper published in PubMed identified the major toxic aldehydes that form in cooking oils. The compounds identified include acrolein, acetaldehyde, formaldehyde, 4-hydroxyhexanol, and 4-hydroxynonenal. These are not theoretical compounds. Acrolein and formaldehyde are classified as known or probable carcinogenic agents in the peer-reviewed toxicology literature. The paper confirmed that high cooking temperatures of 180 to 200 degrees Celsius and repeated heating cycles drastically enhance the formation of these toxic compounds through thermal oxidation, hydrolysis, and polymerization reactions in the oil. The oils highest in polyunsaturated fats, soybean oil, sunflower oil, corn oil, are the most vulnerable to this type of breakdown, because their double bonds are chemically unstable under heat. The rule for men over 50 specifically: do not reuse frying oil. Do not reheat food in the same oil it was previously cooked in. Do not cook at the highest heat setting with any polyunsaturated oil. If you are cooking at high heat, animal fats, tallow, butter, ghee, are significantly more stable under repeated heating, because their predominantly saturated fat composition does not contain the unstable double bonds that break down into aldehydes. This is the one practical advantage of the carnivore-aligned kitchen that directly applies to a well-documented food chemistry risk. You are halfway through, 2 foods down. The next 2 are the ones most men would never suspect because these are foods associated with healthy eating, clean diets, and doctor recommendations. And yet the chemistry of what happens when they are stored and reheated is real, peer-reviewed, and specific. Food number 3, processed meats reheated at high temperature. Bacon, sausage, deli meat, and cured products are already in a chemically complex state when you buy them. They contain nitrites and nitrates added during the curing process, combined with proteins from the meat itself. When these compounds are exposed to high heat for a second time, in a hot pan, under a broiler, in a microwave at full power, they undergo a reaction that can produce volatile N-nitrosamines. A 2025 study published in the Journal of Food Processing and Preservation confirmed that cooking method significantly affects nitrosamine concentrations in food products, with high heat reheating increasing volatile N-nitrosamines in various meat products. N-nitrosamines are among the most potent dietary carcinogens identified by modern food science. The World Health Organization classified processed meat as a Group 1 carcinogen in 2015, meaning the evidence that it causes cancer in humans is conclusive. Reheating at high temperature compounds that risk by creating additional nitrosamine formation on top of the baseline cured meat exposure. The specific risk for men over 50 is this: if you are eating bacon or sausage every morning as part of a carnivore or animal-based diet, which many of you are, the preparation method matters significantly more than most men realize. The solution is not to stop eating these foods, it is to reheat them gently. Low heat in a pan, not a screaming hot broiler, not full power in a microwave. Below 165 degrees Fahrenheit is the target for reheating processed meats. You get the food warm enough to enjoy and you keep the thermal nitrosamine formation at the lowest possible level. Quick reminder, comment reheat below and I will send you the complete reference guide for all 4 foods. You are almost at the end. Food number 4, reheated eggs. This is the one that connects most directly to every man over 50 who has had a cholesterol conversation with his doctor. Eggs are one of the most nutritionally complete foods available. They contain all 9 essential amino acids, high-quality choline for brain function, and selenium for antioxidant defense. Fresh eggs, properly cooked and eaten immediately, are exactly as good as their reputation. The problem is specifically about what happens to the cholesterol in egg yolks when they are cooked, stored, and then reheated at high temperature. Here's the chemistry. The egg yolk contains a significant amount of cholesterol, roughly 186 milligrams per large egg. Cholesterol contains a double bond that makes it chemically susceptible to oxidation under heat. When an egg is cooked the first time, some of that cholesterol begins to oxidize. When the cooked egg is then stored in the refrigerator and reheated again at high temperature, secondary oxidation occurs at a much faster rate. When the cooked egg is then stored in the refrigerator and reheated again at high temperature, secondary oxidation occurs at a much faster rate. The compounds produced are called oxysterols, cholesterol oxidation products. Research published in scientific reports and confirmed by multiple peer-reviewed papers, including a comprehensive review in the journal Food and Chemical Toxicology, established that oxysterols, particularly 7-ketocholesterol, possess pro-inflammatory, pro-atherogenic, and critically cytotoxic and genotoxic effects on human cells. Genotoxic means toxic to genetic material. These are oxidized forms of cholesterol that develop specifically when cholesterol-containing foods are repeatedly heated. The main dietary sources of oxysterols are eggs and egg-derived products, followed by thermally processed meat. For men over 50, this matters for a specific reason. If your doctor has told you that your cholesterol is elevated and you are eating reheated scrambled eggs or microwaved egg dishes as part of a high-protein diet, in other words, you are not eating cholesterol, you are eating oxidized cholesterol, which behaves fundamentally differently in your body. The solution is simple: cook eggs fresh. If you need to prepare eggs in advance, hard-boil them with the shell on and eat them cold. The shell protects the yolk from oxidation during storage. Do not microwave scrambled eggs or omelets. If you must reheat an egg dish, use the lowest effective temperature and eat it immediately. Here is the complete picture. 4 foods, 4 different chemical mechanisms, all happening silently in kitchens right now. Rice and starchy leftovers, Bacillus cereus toxin that survives reheating because it was produced during improper storage. Reheated cooking oils, aldehydes including acrolein and formaldehyde formed by thermal oxidation of polyunsaturated fats at high temperatures. Processed meats reheated at high heat, volatile N-nitrosamine formation compounding the baseline nitrite risk of cured products. Reheated eggs, oxysterol formation from cholesterol oxidation that behaves differently in your body than the cholesterol in a freshly cooked egg. One last time, comment reheat below and I will send you the complete guide with the specific rules for each food and the simple substitutions that eliminate the risk without changing your diet. The 4 rules that matter: cool rice and starchy foods within 1 hour and eat within 24 hours. Use stable animal fats for high heat cooking and never reuse oil. Reheat processed meats at low heat only, cook eggs fresh and never microwave them. This connects directly to what we have built on this channel. The insulin resistance video explained why the mechanism underneath most metabolic problems in men over 50 is the same one driving weight plateaus and fatigue. The vitamin D video explained why the official dosage was set for a different era. The magnesium video explained why most men are deficient even on a clean diet. If you are eating reheated eggs every morning thinking you are protecting your health, you are solving the wrong problem. The food is right, the preparation is what is undermining it. I am Josh. This is Created Carnivore. Real food does not have an ingredient list.